Yo, 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 mother, fathers. This is back to 99. Back with some more spoiler talk. I've been deep into this fucking rabbit hole about Daredevil recently. Um, I watched the first three seasons when they were on Netflix. I wasn't really like super into it, but at this point in my life, 2025, I'm like, bro, I'm kind of a Daredevil stan. Um, I just think it's kind of cool the idea that Daredevil acts mild mannered, like in his regular life, but I love when like there's certain scenes like with this police officer character or new character, sort of one of the antagonists of this current season. The Daredevil, like him and the Daredevil, they have these thinly veiled conversations, like "I'll beat your ass again." You remember I beat your ass, and the cop doesn't know like what's up with this guy. Like he doesn't know that he can like really see, or I mean he has his suspicions but he can't confirm anything because he's not really like tailing him or whatever, has him under surveillance to know like, bro, I've seen you without your whatever, besides the fight that they had, which if this was real life you could still maybe try to rationalize that. I don't know. So I'm really big on that. I'm kind of interested in seeing where the season's going or wants to go, like when it ends. I'm also a little concerned because of the all the talk about how low the ratings are. It's like, how is that gonna impact the filming of the second season? Obviously, it'd be better if everyone was watching and Disney was like, "Yo, Fox, son, I think we might need another season after the second one." But it's not trending in that direction. I wanted to talk about the opening, the first episode, because I've seen it like no exaggeration. I've seen it maybe like 10 times, and I love the epicness that they put on when the Daredevil, like when I say put on, it's talking about in terms of the music and the camera movements and all the hero or the prestige shots that he gets when he's running to go help Foggy's informant, and then when he finds out that no, they just wanted to get him away from the bar, so he has to run back. I was like, I enjoyed that, how thematic and intense that was. Um, when they shoot Foggy Nelson, I was like, yes, because I don't have anything against the actor, but I hate that character. I've hated that character since season one, and I started going like, yes, like I didn't go that loud or whatever, right? But I was like, shoot Karen too, shoot her ass, kill both them motherfuckers, get them off the show. But Karen had plot armor. Also, going back before that, Karen is sitting at the bar with Daredevil or Matt Murdock, and she was like, this place is kind of lame. Like, let's get out of here. And he's like, no, we're friends now. I shook my head, bro. In fact, the show should have let him say, all right, yeah, we'll leave in a little bit, and then let the shit pop off. And then that could have closed off that romantic side of their whole, scenario, because they both watched Foggy die, and and now it's just like a weird baby between them, a weird dead Foggy baby between them. So I would appreciate that, because there is no bro, there is no human, no dude. Obviously, like, um, there are, people have said no to women or whatever, but in the context of this and whatever happened in the whole show, I'm not saying that I want her and Matt to end up together, but they could fool around, you know. One last roll in the hay. That's a thing. I'm not against one last roll in the hay. Like, we shouldn't be doing this. But if she's willing to throw out that suggestion, hell, cut that line from the scene. You know? They could just talk normally if they're friends. Why do we have to do this weird, because we work together or whatever the hell is, we can't be sexual anymore, or, whatever. And then to have Matt Murdock turn around and busted wide open for this new psychiatrist chick. It just made me scratch my head because if I'm him and Karen is still single and we chilling and she's like, baby, let's bang one more time. I'm leaning into it. I'm leaning into it. You gotta consider that she's age, weight, height appropriate. It's hard to get over 30. Hard to get. I mean, him maybe more so. Maybe he has, you know, he gets the baddies because, you know, he's a lawyer or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how he gets down. But I've seen some ugly lawyer dudes, and women. So it's not like they're all just, models and shit. But nah, just that was that. Like the Daredevil flying in the air with his little baton. That's more believable or realistic than him saying no to a guilt-free, consensual friendship banging situation. No, so that I'm not. Shit, I just got hung up thinking about it, mentally, and when I was talking to you. So yeah, that had me shaking my head. I'm definitely. I would have cut the line out. I would have had him say, "Yeah, baby, we're gonna go back to the house," and then I'd have been like, "Yeah, buddy." See, a lot of people talked about She-Hulk, all crazy. I said this before. I like green bitches. Hell, I like Zoe Saldana when she's blue. I don't know how far back this goes, but you give me a girl that's painted a color with some body paint, I'm into it. I'm into it. I'm gonna come out looking like a tapestry myself. I'm gonna have paint every motherfucking wear. Oh, I guess maybe it goes back to seeing Mystique. I don't know. I'm not sure. Or maybe I have some latent homoerotic thing that I got from Lou Ferrigno. I don't know. I'm into the paint thing. I'll give you one more. There's this movie called The Mist of Avalon or something. The Mist of Avalon. And I believe Juliana Margulies, she has like a wedding night within the movie. And she's painted or whatever a little bit. Like her face is painted like she got like this body paint that's like a visor on her face. And I was like, bro, I don't know what year that shit came on TV. I was like, bro. But anyway, so the thing that I liked the most about the first episode was when the Daredevil threw the Bullseye character off the roof. And this is a side note to that. I want to stop in that. I love the costume of Bullseye in the comic book. And I wish they would have put the paint on it, like the white paint on his costume more. That was kind of lamentable. And even though they were using this, I know they wanted to use the same actor from the season before, but he was so skinny. Like when you look at him in his blue outfit, it's like, bro, I want his body to be a little more intimidating or whatever, or bigger, like he's a bodybuilder or something. So when he threw him off the roof, he hits the ground. I was like, oh shit, like we're going somewhere. Like the Daredevil is killing people now. And then they like 5 seconds later, they don't even really let that hang in the air. You hear through the news or the TV that the guy is recovering in the hospital or some shit like that. And to me, that was dumb, and it walked everything back. Now, a side note to the side note is I watched another video on YouTube talking about the character Bullseye or something, and so they said that that pretty much happened frame for frame in the comic books. But to me, I'm like, no. If you throw someone off the roof like that, he should die. If that dude did not fucking die from hitting the ground, Foggy Nelson should get the fuck up off the ground from the bullet. Right? Like nobody should die. The man that got shot in the head, I don't even want to go there. I mean, I did another video on that already, but No one should die in Daredevil. If you can get yeeted off a fucking roof, hit the ground hella hard. Come on, bro. So, and Bullseye is supposed to be a regular person in this universe. So I mean, human at least, or not meta or superpowered. So that takes away from everything. And then the other part was, I love the choreography of the fighting, but I did not enjoy um the Daredevil um letting everyone in the bar get maimed. And when I say letting, I mean his combat style. It's like, bro, you're just he was messing around. Soon as he found the dude in the place throwing shit at people, break his legs. Throw your fucking baton at his goddamn windpipe. Break his clavicle so he can't lift his arm. Kick him in the dick. All right, man. I'm not a rage guy. I was just baiting for imaginary likes. I'm gonna keep it even killed. But you don't fight like that. When all those victims are there on the scene, you do not have time for a 17-minute knockdown, drag out, I take some to give some fight. You have to incapacitate. You have to incapacitate the assailant, and whatever that means. For in real life, shoot his ass. He's out of control. You got to shoot him. You got to put him down. All right. I mean, now, you know, he has a thing against killing people. That makes sense when the situation makes sense. But in this situation, I'm looking at Daredevil, kill his ass, Daredevil. You know, like if I was in the moment. Oh, damn, Daredevil, you took him to jail. That's great. I lost my eye and the nerve endings in my arm, but you did your best, right? Fuck no. There was cops in the bar that they had off-duty cops they had guns. They didn't have a chance to shoot him because he was throwing knives at him or whatever, but the cops were already there. Like, he's like, part of his rhetoric is, I have to let justice prevail. Justice already prevailed almost. Justice already pulled out their guns and tried to shoot his ass. So killing is on the table. We have to kill this nigga. Or hurt him so bad that he needs to stop immediately. Doesn't happen. This nigga goes all the way through the building, maiming hella motherfuckers, bro. And the Daredevil was just, you know, following the script, I guess. But I wanted him to, as soon as he got there, that fight needed to be quicker or more immediate. And his moves should have been more deadly and accurate, because you just shot my friend. And also too, I feel like they should have played up the Daredevil's hearing in that scene. Like they did. Like, he could hear Foggy dying, but he should have been hearing that clearer, you know, like Foggy choking on the blood. I don't want it to get too excessive, and I'm not really a movie director. Like, I direct like adult films. That's a flex. Just kidding, I don't. I'm not into short films. Anyway, I wanted him to go in there and have Foggy and all the other victims, you know, in his senses, and have that guiding him more clearly, because that's an extra layer. I need to get Foggy to the hospital. I don't have time to be fucking with you. He's pretty much like, I'm trying to arrest your ass right now, and you're still hurting people. Fuck no. What, you're throwing shit? Blam! clavicle, rotator cuff. I'm grabbing that arm and fucking Ronda Rousey that bitch, rah, and yank that shit. You don't have arms no more, dog. You gonna have to start throwing knives with your toes. Yeah, you got to kick them boots off and start flinging that way. But you don't have arms anymore. You know, you don't have hands. How hard would it have been for the Daredevil to fling his baton at this nigga's knuckles? So as far as I'm concerned, it's like it seems like the Daredevil just let everybody get clapped and messed up and maimed in that building because he didn't adapt his fighting style for immediacy, and he didn't take the cosign from the police officers who were trying to shoot this motherfucker. So just get him out of here. Get him off this mortal coil. He needs to die. He's criminally insane. So that's my big spiel about the first episode. Love the show, love the costume. There's one part where Daredevil runs outside to fucking scale the building. And it's like, just go straight up the stairs, my nigga. I mean, it wasn't dramatic enough, I guess, that way. I don't know. But there was that. But for the most part, Karen and Foggy should have died. Karen was taken. I know she was nervous, but it's like, bro, you've been nervous. Not that you've been nervous, but I feel like her character grew. Like when she started carrying her gun, or you know, all the stuff that happens to her in the earlier seasons. But she was, you would have thought her purse was like whatever that knapsack is, like a Santa Claus has sometimes in the movies, where just you can pull 1,000 things out. Because she was in her purse rummaging. I'm like, if your purse is that deep, or you're that confused where your gun is inside your purse, then it ain't doing no good in that purse, you know? But yeah, that's what I wanted to get to. I really couldn't believe that they said the Bullseye was still alive um after being thrown off the building. And then the Daredevil, you gotta fight different for sure. And so I don't want to go full circle again. Back to now.